me a very wonderful minister of the Lord to really go into his life and how God called him into ministry and how his calling has been so far in his life and the family life. So we'll be diving so many things into his life, and I believe you'll be inspired, you'll be nourished, you'll be encouraged, you'll be informed, and above all, the Lord will speak to you to give you direction as to how you should also go about your calling. Remember in Genesis chapter 12 verse 1, the Bible says that, and the Lord God called unto Abraham and said, leave your father's house, leave your people, leave everything you have grown up to know. Up to the age of 70 years, God said to him, leave everything, and I'm going to show you something else to do. And that has been a calling in the life of many people in ministry. The Lord chooses them out of their known environment and puts them into a different task. Today, we are going to have a discussion with Reverend Norbert. And before we start, let's turn around. When we come back, we will continue. Welcome back, beloved. If you have just joined us, you have not missed anything. We are now coming to really begin the entire discussion. Call a friend to call a friend. That call to service is on, and it's on live on PCG TV, and you are here with us, and you are going to be blessed. And so today I have with me Reverend Norbert Ayaamo.
Yes.
Papa, you are welcome.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Papa, so how are you doing?
Oh, by the grace of God, I'm doing very well.
Reverend Norbert Ayaamo happens to be the NOP coordinator for the Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. And so today we will be diving more into areas of the NOP, the Northern Outreach Program. And we will be getting more information from that end. And so as we go into the life of Reverend Norbert, you will get more about it. Papa, what's the meaning of Ayaamo, your name?
Ayaamo means I am who I am.
Hey.
Ayaamo. So I am who I am. It's a Kasim name.
Okay.
From China.
Okay. Area. But it has its roots in the biblical sense, right?
Yes, please.
God said, I am who I am.
Yes.
And so you are Ayaamo. I love that name. Wow. Yeah. So we have Reverend Norbert Ayaamo. Papa, so who is Reverend Norbert Ayaamo?
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Reverend Norbert Ayaamo is the first born son of Mr. Ayaamo and then Mrs. Kachana Ayaamo. And I was born in Kumasi.
Oh, okay. Which part of Kumasi?
Oh, Kumasi, Bantama. That is where I was born.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I was also born in Bantama.
Oh, I see.
And I grew up in Bantama.
Then we are brothers because I also grew up there.
Oh, I see. Yes. I see. I see. Okay.
Pabami specifically.
And Pabami area. Yes. Oh, I see. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. So, Papa, how has your childhood been? You grew up in Bantama with who were? How were you? How many siblings and all that?
In fact, my father, Ayaamo, has 2 wives. My mother happens to be his first wife.
Okay.
And we are six siblings.
Okay.
That is 3 males and then 3 females.
Okay.
Then my stepmother also has 7 children.
Okay.
And that is 4 males and then 3 females.
I see.
So in all, Ayaamo has 13 children.
13.
7 males and then 6 females.
I see.
All of us are alive.
Oh, we thank God. We thank God. And so, Papa, growing up, did you grow up with your parents, your mother, father, the father figure, the mother figure in the home? How was your childhood life like?
Actually, I grew up with my parents. When I was born, at the age of 7, I was taken up north to attend school. So when I was there, I was first asked to shepherd the flock for some time.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I was just a young guy, a boy about 7 years.
Okay.
So I was asked to be a shepherd. And then while attending the sheep, one day my grandmother.
So where is this?
That is in China.
In China.
My hometown now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So while attending the ship, my grandmother one day said no, she wouldn't allow me to continue to shepherd the sheep because I was brought from Kumasi specifically to go to school. So I have to go to school. And then she had a confrontation with my grandfather. And then finally, because she is a woman and was very strong, and was the breadwinner of the house because she was a businesswoman. So she succeeded to send me to school. All right. And that is how come I went to school. So I started class 1 in 77.
I see.
So 77, I started class 1. And then I went.
So you grew up in China?
In China, yes.
With your grandmother?
With my grandmother, my father and mother, all of them.
Your father and your mother too were there by then?
Yes, please.
They also moved to China?
Yes.
I see. So you grew up and so you schooled your basic school?
My basic school, Guinea Primary School in China. Then to the junior secondary school, the JHS, also in China.
And then secondary?
Secondary, I went to Navrongo Secondary School in 1985. That is where I went to. But in our time, because it was Rollins JHS, when you complete GSS 3, you have to continue secondary Form 3. So when I completed Form 5, 83, I mean, I completed GSS. Then 85, I just went to secondary school Form 3 right away. So all those who were ahead of me in primary school became my juniors. That is it.
That's the work of the Lord.
Actually, yes.
That's nice to know. So Papa, how was your involvement in religious activities, especially in the secondary school days? And even basic, were you going to school whilst in China? Were you going to church? And how did you become a Presbyterian after all?
Actually, in China, you know, coming from a traditional home, the only religion we know is idol worship. So when I was going to school, there was nothing like church. Though Presbyterian Church of Ghana was there, the Catholic Church, I think they were the only 2 churches in my village, So I went to the Catholic Church because my class 4 teacher was a Catholic. So he influenced me to go to Catholic. I went, and then I wasn't comfortable there. So I left and came to the Presbyterian Church of Ghana.
And you were comfortable by then?
Yes, that is it. Because I like entertainments. And in the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, they were using this gumbe, that kind of...
The traditional...
That is the traditional...
Settings,
yes.
So
that one attracted me to join the Presbyterian Church of Ghana in Guinea.
Wow.
So I went there purposely to learn to play the gumbe. So when I was playing the gumbe, just around 1981, a new church came called Good News Bible Church. So I left the Presby and went there because there was a white lady who was playing guitar and then singing. So I was attracted to that.
That tune too also attracted you to that place.
Yes. So by 81, I left the Presby where I was just learning my gumbe, and then I went there to join them. So they made me a song leader. I was leading the songs in the Good News until 1990 when we came to Kumasi. After Form 5, I came down to Kumasi, and I was a teacher for about 10 years. So
which school were you teaching?
I was teaching in Alpha and Omega International School in Bushine.
Alpha and Omega,
Yes. So when I was there, there's a Reverend Professor today, John Azuma. He came and introduced himself as a Presbyterian Church of Ghana's minister. So he wanted to embark on a mission to the north. That is the NOP. I didn't know what it was. So by then, I had already joined the same Good News Church. They were having a branch at Taija. So I was going there. Though it was a congregation, I would just go, just sit down, because in the north I joined them. So I came, and then
it was normal, like being part of them. Papa, we will continue from there, and then Papa Zuma was coming on board, and we will carry on from there. But before we continue, we will turn around, and after this break, we will continue with Papa Norbert.
Stories come alive, voices are heard, and faith meets inspiration. This is PCG TV. From news to powerful sermons, from business spotlights to youth-driven conversations, we bring you content that informs and transforms. Do you need media coverage, live streaming, documentary and video production, or event coverage? PCG TV is your best stop. Call us today on 0257 353 533 and follow us on all social media platforms at PCG TV. PCG TV, in thy light, there is light.
Welcome back. We are zooming through, and Papa is sharing very lively experience with us, and his young days of being a Christian, and he went to the Catholic, moved to the Presby, now with the Good News Church club, church, and he has come back to Kumasi.
Yes.
So now having an encounter with Reverend Professor, now Professor Azuma. Papa, what happened?
Okay, what happened is when I was in the Good News in Aija, because I didn't know why I was going to church, all my friends were there. So normally after church service, what happens is we just go to the drinking bar, and then I was learning to drink apeteshi.
Okay.
That was a business that I took seriously.
You were learning?
I was learning to
how to drink apeteshi.
Because I see my parents do it. So for me, I saw it to be
something you need to really get before you grow.
Yes.
Grow fully.
So when I was doing that, and then he came and then was talking to us, I didn't even bother.
Who came?
Reverend
Azuma came
always talking about
where you,
that is it. So one of the days that we're drinking, I was learning to drink my apeteshi. Usually I would just buy Coke, then the gin, I pour small so that I would be able to drink it without mixing. And my prayer was that if God is actually God, if I'm able to drink raw apeteshi without mixing it with Coke, then I would, my father has a lot of cows, I would offer a sacrifice of cow to God for making me to be able to drink without mixing it. So in those days, the moment I conceived that idea, then one day the church asked me to come and then preach. Meanwhile, I didn't know anything about it. So they said I should come and preach.
That's the Good News
Church.
Church.
That is the Good News Church at Aija. So when they told me to come and preach, I was thinking, now that the thing is sweet for me, and I'm now getting used to it. So I consulted with one Methodist evangelist.
Okay.
It's Joseph Nyako.
Okay.
I told him, oh, this is the situation. Can you help me something? Then he gave me John 14:6. Said he just gave me guide and said I should go and use it to preach. So when I read it and then I was trying to explain, I don't know what happened. And those my friends that I was learning to drink with, all of them were members of the church.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay. They are all with you in the church. They are all
with me in the church. They were all my friends.
Okay.
And God being so good, today all of us, the two of us are ministers, and one of them is the Upper Presbytery chairperson, the current chairperson, Reverend Roger. He was
the new chairperson.
Yes, I was drinking.
Oh, Reverend Roger.
Yes, and then the catechist in Kumasi, Samson Baba Ada.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is a true story.
Sure.
So when we're doing that, they gave me the opportunity to preach. So when I read John 14:6 and then talking about Jesus Christ, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I left that scripture. And all of them were there when I was preaching. Then I started talking and crying about those who are learning to drink. They have to put a stop to it. Otherwise, Jesus is coming.
Wow.
So from there, that has been the turning point of my life. So after that, I just changed. And I said, no. So I stopped following my friends. After that sermon, I just became changed for a whole week. Even when I go to school to teach, you could see that something was wrong with me.
Okay.
So that was where I started contacting the evangelist Joseph Nyako to teach me more.
Okay.
And that was when I was now drawing closer to Reverend Professor John Azuma.
Oh,
yes.
I see. By then, Reverend Professor Azuma was working under Bantama.
Yes, he was in Bantama and living at Adwato.
Yeah, living at Adwato.
Yes, and by then I was living at Ampabami.
I was a small boy, so I know Reverend Azuma, Bantama. Well. I was small boy. He was teaching us then. He was working in the NOP.
Okay.
That is wonderful. So, Papa, at what point did you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior?
Okay, right from that period, the 1990 that I started. So by 1991, I stopped following my friends for about some few months. And then later, I don't know what happened to Reverend Roger. Then he also changed. Wow. So I wasn't going with him for to him again for about 3 or so months. And then he was not coming to me. And we were teaching in the same class. He was teaching A and I was teaching B.
Okay.
So for some time, something
in the Alpha and Omega
in the
school.
Alpha and Omega school.
Yeah.
Then he just came looking for me. So he came and then he brought a quotation from John, I think John 15. He said, you did not choose me. That is
yes.
I
chose you and appointed you.
That is it.
Oh, I see.
So Roger came with this one, and then that was our discussion. So the two of us became very close.
I see.
Very, very, very close.
Wow.
And since then, every time we meet in school, break, we'll just be discussing Bible passages.
Oh, okay. We thank God. We thank God. This is really a touching call into ministry, where somebody finds it like a target to achieve in life is to be able to take in alcohol without mixing, without pure appetition. You know, when we say appetition in our local language, I learned appetition is even a Ghana language, which shows say and son raw one no I know she one why when him. But the Lord actually touched him at the point when he was expounding the word of God to his church members.
Yes.
Okay. So Papa, from then, what have been your work and your involvement in the church since that point?
Yeah. Since 1990, I became a coordinator for the literacy classes. You know, when the NOP started, they started it through literacy classes.
Yeah.
So I became the coordinator, facilitator. So I was organizing literacy classes for the Good News Church in Aija. And then one at Kwadaso, Agric.
Okay.
Yes, but then I was still having contacts with Professor Zuma.
Okay. So up to this point, you are not really in the Presbytery Church. You are still with the Good News.
With the Good News, but I was working at the background because all the time he would call me. I'll come and then we'll be moving together. Even those my groups, he was even moving with me with his motorbike. He will pick me, we'll go there. So people at the point even thought John Zuma was a Good News pastor because he was always with me. Yes. So by I think 1997 was when I finally made up my mind to just join the Presbyterian Church complete. Okay. So I started when Reverend Nagwa was then there. I joined Reverend Nagwa, and I was trying to even open a branch.
Reverend
Nagba, yes.
Yeah.
But then he was the coordinator of
your NOP in Asante Presbytery.
Yes. So by 1997, I was trying to establish NOP congregation in Bechim.
Okay.
So I was going there with the Reverend Roger.
Okay.
So finally, I handed over the Good News Church to them by 1997, and then I just moved to Accra in 1999 because there was a need for me to help the PCG, the Ghana Presbytery, to establish a Kasina congregation. Okay. So by 1999, I left Kumasi and then came. Okay. But unfortunately, I tried to open a Kasina branch in Ashaiman, and I was able to start it through the literacy classes. But that was 2001. No, 2000. By 2001, I was transferred as caretaker from Tema to Medina, and that group collapsed. Oh. Yes, when we started, and then even service and all that. When I left, then
why you didn't hand over to someone?
Somebody came, but
but he couldn't handle. Okay,
The person even resigned immediately. He came to.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, So since then, I was sent to Medina. Then from Medina, I came to Nima 441 in 2004 as the caretaker there. Then back to Medina, where I became a minister. So I was now called. Actually, the call, well, a lot of people came to me and then were telling me to go to, especially Reverend Professor Zuma. Okay. I remember 2001. Yeah, 2000. He made me to go to Trinity and then write the exam. But then I was not interested, but people would be pushing me. So he told me to go. I went to write, but I intentionally didn't write. Okay. Yes, even I went with Reverend Roger. And then when I came out from Trinity, when we went to write together, I made sure that I told him the questions, how I was going to answer. And Roger was surprised. He couldn't answer like the way I answered the questions. But unfortunately, when the results came, my name was not there.
But Roger passed.
He passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't even write at all.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, and the issue was I was not ready at all.
You didn't have the feel. I'm being called to this level.
That is it.
So at what time were you now convinced that I have the call and I must take the step?
Actually, the time that I really felt the call was 2016.
Okay.
Yes, 2016. What happened was Reverend Bismarck Akandi. Yes, Gan West. He invited me to Akwitema to preach when he was the minister in charge. That was 2016. So when I finished preaching, he just told me that, oh, Norbert, what are you waiting for? What kind of call are you waiting for? You see, you are called and then you don't want to go into ministry, and you are allowing wrong people to go into ministry and then cause problems for us.
Yeah.
So you are the one God. I will never understand you. For me, for you to convince me that you are not called, I will never understand you. So that was Reverend Akandi. So from there, I came and I couldn't sleep the whole night. That kept ringing in my ears. Yes. And I don't know what happened. When that happened, just after some few days, I went to be the liturgist in the funeral. Medina, yes. My senior presbyter passed. The same 2016. And then when I was doing the liturgy, Reverend Michael Dadibo, he just asked me, oh, so you are in Trinity? I said, no. He said, no. Reverend Michael Dadibo.
You
are not in Trinity? I said, no. Are you in RTC? I said, no. He said, no. In fact, when I saw your face, no. This one, you can't do anything. Hey, rush to the Presbytery and take the forms. They are out. That was
we will continue from there. Are you here? Are you in SMT? Are you in TTS? No. If you are not in RTC and you are not in TTS, then go for the forms. Beloved, this is Reverend Norbert we are having this interaction with, and I believe you are getting inspired. This is how the Lord does his work, and we are learning more from him. We'll be still diving into his calling and some challenges of his ministry. Right after this break, we will continue.
Stories come alive, voices are heard, and faith meets inspiration. This is PCG TV. From news to powerful sermons, from business spotlights to youth-driven conversations, we bring you content that informs and transforms. Do you need media coverage, live streaming, documentary and video production, or event coverage? PCG TV is your best stop. Call us today on 0257 353 533 and follow us on all social media platforms at PCG TV. PCG TV, in thy light, there is light.
Welcome back. We are still with Reverend Norbert, and he's giving us very, very key aspect of his life and how his calling turned out to be. First, he was coerced to go and write the exams around 2000.
Yes, 2000.
But he actually didn't write the exams. And then he came back home. And then just 2016, just a statement from a reverend minister of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana in Gan West, things started changing. And that is how the Lord works. So, Papa, that thing kept ringing in you.
Yes.
What happened? What did you do to the message?
Yeah. In fact, what happened was I said, okay, I will go and discuss with my district minister. Then 2017, I was really struggling with it until 2017. I went to see my district minister then. That is Reverend Michael Animtete.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So when I went to him and then told him about my interest, he said, oh, you are even late. Some of your colleagues have already gone for the form. So quickly. Okay. That is what Reverend Animtete
yes. The very finance director, very reverend.
Yes.
My boss. Yeah.
So I went for it 2017. Then I was called for interview. And the interview, I was really discouraged, the Presbytery interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What happened was it was Reverend Anim Tete himself, my district minister, and then Reverend Patrick Ayesu.
Okay.
Then the clerk of Presbytery, then Reverend Dr. William Okwe, and then a few people were at the panel. So the first question they were going to ask, I think it was Dr. William Okwe, who wanted to ask me something about the scriptures. Then Anim Tete said, no. Don't ask him anything about the Bible. He has chewed everything. And don't ask anything about head office, because he's coming for interview. One of the easiest things to do is to just look for this information.
Yes.
So, and then he asked me that the question is, I should mention when exactly that head office moved from Makwala to this place. I gave the year. I said, no. I said exactly. I couldn't.
Okay.
Then he discouraged me. He said, you see, you think people like this, PCG will need you. Nothing of the church concerns you, and you want to be a minister. No. Come on, Makwala. The head office moving
from Makwala to Osu.
Then Reverend Ayesu asked the second question. So he was asking me that who is the first woman to be ordained into PCG?
Okay.
I couldn't. I said, wow. As for this, I know first woman Presbytery chairperson, Reverend Alice J. Auntie. But this one, I said, no. He said, you see? So they were discussing. He said, you see, you are not qualified. We don't want people who do not care about whatever is going on in the church. You can't represent the church. Then it's okay. Anim Tete again asked the third question. What is the name of Russian parliament? I could not answer. So first to fourth question,
you were fumbling with this.
I couldn't. And then I just, I failed. So there I just made up my mind, no, this one I failed. Then they asked some few questions.
Okay.
So I was through with that.
All right.
So I was surprised when they called me again. So when they told me I couldn't, by then I didn't have a degree. So I just went to the Catholic Institute of Business and Technology. So I applied. Then I was in level 100. You know, that was August. So in October, they called me.
Okay.
But then I had already enrolled in September. So when they called me, I said, already I'm doing my degree, so I wouldn't even need this one. Then I discussed it with Reverend Roger. So you just go. I said, no. The way the ministers disgrace me, I wouldn't want to. So you should go. Then I went to I went to write.
Write the exam.
Yes. So there, when I went through the national interview and then I was called, there that I said, now I will relax. I know my call is now sealed. So that is when I started behaving like I'm called already.
Okay.
Yes, I was settled in my mind that, this one I'm called. And even right from that day, I started putting plans.
Okay.
When I am through with my training after 3 years, some of the things that I will
be doing, you started putting
I started putting them into place. Before I even went to RTC, I had already started all those things.
Looking at all those areas.
Yes. Wow. So actually, 2016, that I sensed the call.
Wow. Wow. That is great. That is beautiful. It's so beautiful. And that this tells us how God really calls his children. And no matter how we run away from the call and how we hide and we give excuses, he still calls us and he wants us to do his work.
Yes.
So Papa, let me ask you, what has been your major challenge as a minister in the ministry for about 6 years now? 5 years now. What has been your major challenge in ministry?
In ministry, because I have been working with the NOP throughout, even when I became a minister in 441 congregation in the Nima district. The major challenge was finance. Because I have been working as a finance and administration officer for 18 years. And then the salary I was getting. When I resigned, because I resigned in June 2020 before I went to complete. So when I resigned, right from July up to, it's just 2021 that I started, and 2020 December. So 3 months I was not receiving any salary. And when I went as a congregational minister, the salary, the allowance that was given me was not up to 500 cedis.
Yes.
And the district 2 was giving me, I think, 500.
Ooh.
So in all, less than 1,000
cedis.
Yes. And then what head office was also giving me,
yes,
not even up to, it's just around that. So I said, wow, is that how? So how can I even fuel my car? So a lot of things came into my mind.
Wow.
I said, okay, now I am called where I've gotten to, whether good or bad. But then because somebody from with finance background, I was doing a lot of investments. I said, okay, even it's God who even showed me this plan so that, and then I started doing the investments. So if anything at all, where I've gotten to, I've made up my mind, wherever the church sends me, I will go, but I would use my investments to support my living. So that was what I did. And then I just kept on. Everything that I was doing, nobody gives me transportation. You go to other places, they will not even give you anything. And whatever they give me, I appreciate. Yes. So the major challenge was the finance, working with an environmental NGO, foreign one, receiving higher salary.
Very good take home. Yes. And then here, we call it stipend.
Okay, yeah. So that was my major challenge.
Okay.
Then the second one is the place of worship.
Okay.
Because all the congregations I had been to, the place of worship is a major challenge. Some of them worshiping in classrooms.
Wow.
So if it is in the classroom, because they will have to come take the children's
desks away out. And before you arrange your own.
So because of that, it was the congregations were not attracting the people to come to church. When they come today and then they convey those things out and then bring the next Sunday, they will not come. They don't come.
Yeah.
Want them to come, they will not. So it was affecting church attendance. And all the time you'll be visiting them and then there's we'll come. But
classroom church,
yes.
One key thing, they will all stay home and realize that okay, this time everybody is seated. They've finished with the work before they come.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these were the two major challenges. Yes,
that has been.
There will be a program, you'll be there expecting your church members to come. They will not come because they are afraid.
Okay. So Papa, let me find out how is family life?
Okay.
Is Papa Norbert married?
Yes,
you have children?
Okay.
Talk to us about them.
All right. Yes, I'm married, and I have 2 adopted girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No biological children.
No.
Yes, but adopted children.
2 girls. Yeah.
Yes.
And how is Mama supporting ministry with you, looking at some of the challenges that we are talking about?
Oh, Mama, she's really supporting. Because she's operating a small provision shop.
Wow.
Yes. So that is what she's doing to support. Yes.
Yeah, provision shop to provide in the house.
Yes. So she's even doing all those things, minor things.
And what are your girls doing too? Where are they now? They're in school.
Yeah. Okay. One is now just going to the senior high.
Okay.
And then the other one is now going to class 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Very young ones.
Yes.
Okay. We thank God. We thank God. So, Papa, somebody out there watching you this time and then and listening to you, how God has called you, the things He has taken you through, even in ministry, the challenges and what He has done in your life.
Okay.
And the person is wondering, do I have the call? What do I do with this calling? Should I go forward or should I? Somebody is confused. He doesn't know what to do. What would be your message to this person?
In fact, I think the problem that I had and I didn't sense my call earlier was I didn't have time to sit down and then meditate. Yes, every time I'm always preoccupied with so many things. So because of that, I don't have time to even, people will be telling me. I remember Dr. Sulesa when he was Director Ecumenical and Social Relations.
Yeah.
He called me to his office about 2 occasions to tell me, to sensitize me about the call. But then I was not bothering because I was doing a lot of things.
Sure.
So I will advise that sometimes as a Christian, young people, they should have time to always think about their lives. Just sit down and just be meditating, be thinking. If you do a lot of thinking about yourself, what do you want to do? What can I do in the ministry? What work? Even if I'm not called, what can I do to help the work to go on? This would cause you to, it would direct you to your call.
Yeah. Wow. Great meditation, he says. Think through, be prayerful. What God is calling you to do is you that is going to execute it.
Yes.
But the one who is calling you is God. Therefore, you need to consult him to give you the lines, the timelines, when to step, when not to step, what to do and what not to do. And this is the call from Reverend Norbert, who is challenging us that if you feel you have the call, it is time to sit down and meditate upon your life.
Yes.
Meditate on the word of God. Meditate to hear the voice of God clearly, to know what he's calling you into and exactly what he wants you to come and do. If you are able to analyze and get the times right with the Lord, you will never be ashamed. You will never be disappointed. And this is from Reverend Norbert. Papa, thank you so much for making time on Call to Serve. And we are really blessed. You've really inspired us. Any last words for us?
My last word is the NOP Day. This NOP Day, as I said earlier on, it was instituted to remember the birth of the NOP.
Okay, the birth of the NOP.
Yes, NOP was established in 1989 in September. And that is why the NOP week is fixed in September. So, and the purpose of it is to raise funds and support the evangelistic activities of the NOP. So I'm appealing to every congregation, every individual to really support, to raise funds so that the NOP work can go on.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And beloved, if you have listened to us, I believe you have been inspired. The Lord calls his people first to be with him, that he may send them and give them power to overcome. And Papa Norbert is in ministry. The challenges are there, but the Lord has been great. And I know the Lord will be great on you also. Beloved, this is call to service, to serve, call to serve, and to serve no other but God and humanity. And we were privileged to have the NOP coordinator for the Ghana Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. And he has shared with us deeper stories and insight into his personal life and how God called him. I believe you are inspired. And I know the Lord will use these words and this message to bless you and to prepare you into your also call. But remember, he tells us that if you feel called, go into meditation, pray, let God give you the direction, and you will never be disappointed. The Lord bless you. He's been with me, Reverend Ebenezer Ahinkano Usu, being your host. Next week, we'll be right back with more exciting and inspiring interview with the people in the called service of the Lord. The Lord be with you.
Stories come alive, voices are heard, and faith meets inspiration. This is PCG TV. From news to powerful sermons, from business spotlights to youth-driven conversations, we bring you content that informs and transforms. Do you need media coverage, live streaming, documentary and video production, or event coverage? PCG TV is your best stop. Call us today on 0257 353 533 and follow us on all social media platforms at PCG TV. PCG TV, in thy light there is light.